I still remember the way her voice sliced through the air that night. Since you finally paid it off, the condo is technically a family asset now. We'll be moving in. You can find another place. She said it like she was doing me a favor. My sister-in-law, my brother's wife, smiling with those smug lips that had rehearsed this moment. I didn't argue, I didn't beg. I simply smiled, leaned close, and whispered something only she could hear. Seconds later, she screamed, "No, no, that's not fair!" I looked her dead in the eyes. Oh, fairness wasn't your concern before, was it? It hadn't always been war. When my brother introduced her years ago, I welcomed her like blood. She was soft-spoken, charming, all warmth and politeness. My brother glowed when she laughed. I wanted to believe she'd make him happy. Back then, she played her role well. Family dinners, holidays, helping my mother in the kitchen. I trusted her. I trusted them. But betrayal doesn't arrive with thunder. It comes like water, dripping on stone, quiet, patient, relentless. It started small. The way she'd linger when I spoke about the condo. The way her eyes flicked over my keys when I set them on the table. "How much longer until you pay it off?" she asked once. Casual, too casual. At first, I brushed it off. Curiosity, maybe. But then, the patterns grew. Whenever I worked overtime, she'd ask what my backup plan was if I lost my job. When I upgraded the locks, she joked about making extra copies for family. She never mentioned my condo without attaching "we," as if she had some hidden claim. I ignored it, until the night I overheard them. Her voice, low, in the kitchen. My brother's silence heavy beside her. "She has space just sitting there. When she's done paying, we should move in. Why waste money renting?" And he, my own brother, didn't argue, didn't defend me, just nodded. That's when something inside me hardened. I didn't confront them, no screaming, no accusations. That's what they expected, a storm. Instead, I became silent, still, the way a blade looks harmless in its sheath. I started planning. Every spare hour I studied property law, ownership rights, transfer loopholes. I visited my lawyer, not once but 5 times, each time with sharper questions. And while they assumed I was exhausted from work, I was laying the foundation of their collapse. The day I made the final payment on my condo, I didn't celebrate. No champagne, no dinner, just a quiet nod to myself as I slid the receipt into a locked drawer. Then I moved to the second phase. I transferred the condo, not into my name anymore, but into a private trust under my control. Legally airtight. Invisible to anyone nosing around. To the world, it looked like I still owned it, but in truth, it was untouchable. And then I waited. The night came just as I expected. She arrived with that self-satisfied smirk, my brother trailing behind like a shadow. "You've worked so hard," she said sweetly, "but now it's time this space serves all of us. Family should share, don't you think? We'll be moving in this week. You can start packing." My brother's silence was betrayal carved in flesh. He didn't need to speak. His cowardice screamed louder than words. I didn't argue. I didn't show rage. I leaned in, calm as steel, and whispered, "It's not yours to take. It never was." She laughed, but it cracked at the edges. "What are you talking about? Of course it is. We're family. That makes it ours." I slipped the papers from my bag. The trust documents, signed, sealed, ironclad. Her eyes scanned the words. The color drained from her face. This means that means you have nothing," I cut in. "No claim, no control. Not even my brother's name exists on it. It belongs to the trust, to me alone." Her scream tore through the room. "No, that's not fair!" I tilted my head, my voice barely above a whisper. "Oh, fairness wasn't your concern before, was it?" Silence, thick, heavy. My brother stared at the floor, shame dripping off him in waves. He didn't defend her. He didn't defend me. He just stood there, small, spineless. I felt no pain then, no grief, just the sharp, clean satisfaction of watching a plan land exactly as designed. In the days after, word spread. Family whispered, neighbors speculated. She painted me as cold, ruthless. Maybe I was, but no one could deny the truth. She tried to steal what wasn't hers. I didn't let her. They never moved in. In fact, weeks later, they moved out of each other. The pressure cracked them, exposed the fractures they'd hidden. I didn't celebrate. I didn't gloat. I just came home, unlocked my door, sat in the silence of my condo, and breathed. Looking back now, I realize revenge doesn't need noise. It doesn't need fists or shouting. It needs patience, precision, a calm hand guiding the knife. They thought I was naive. They thought love and family made me blind.